Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk about some secret weapons that Josh Daicos possesses in 2025 off the halfback flank. We love him for his disposal and maybe his ability forward of centre when he's played as a winger or in the forward line, but something that we need to keep on and grow and learn to appreciate is his ability to mop up at ground level. His intellect is very high, like maybe not Pendlebury level, but it's very high. It clearly runs in the Daicos gene. So let's get into this video. So let's see what's going on here. Where are you, Daicos? So first things first, defensive awareness. Putting body on who? The most important player in Adelaide's forward 50, Isaac Rankin. Finds body, sorts that out, and now he realizes he's a chance here to win a contest here. Ground ball gather, and instead of looking for this, sometimes this is maybe a submissive or passive option to play the sweeper, although definitely not the worst option. Or he could now just snap it onto his right foot. Instead, he feeds Pendlebury, probably the best player that could possibly have the ball right now, and they're out. Moving on, so Daicos here probably tried to read something short here, maybe. That doesn't eventuate. He works back, gets front and center again. Clean gather in wet weather footy. Finds Sidey. The hand pass is a little bit off, but I'm trying to highlight the ground ball gather there. Here we are, Daicos working goal side, which is where you want him right now. Another clean, amazing gather, and really the only option he has here, I know he can turn on a dime and hit and go for this, but I think this player would be onto it. So this is ultimately the right decision. Does he get the right purchase on it? Not really, but it's still the right idea. It's that initial play we're talking about. All right, what happens here? This is late in the game. I think we're up by a goal and a half at this point. Look at this composure. Ball's in dispute in the goal square. Anything could happen here. Daicos says, what am I going to do? I'm just going to rush it. A lot of players don't do that. They don't really trust the umpires and trust the ruling here. Daicos knows where he stands here and kills it. Josh also does a lot of his work coming off the halfback flank into the centre duel. So straight from the stoppage in the centre, he's trying to get involved here. Clean gather. Offers a 1-2, but it gets sharked there. But very good work. Front and centre again, Josh Daicos. Hand pass Ed Allen, and they should be out. Or at least it's a forward surge. Where is he now? Here. Trying to work through some screens. Pez did some really good work on that screen there and just gathers. Takes a moment, takes ground, opens up the fat side from a stoppage. Nick Daicos does this quite well as well, using his burst of speed. I have a story. So my brother was playing with Josh Daicos at Templestowe. He said the one thing he remembers from a training session was there was a moment where, and my brother's pretty explosive and fast. Josh Daicos pushed off him, and within a second, Chris, my brother, said he had 5-10 meters on him already. He was gone with the wind. So his burst off the mark is definitely seen here. And he hasn't finished his work here. He knows there's no one here. He needs to provide an option once Quaynor gathers this ball. Does he get it? I think he gets the second hand pass here. Here we go. He does. And then he gets it forward to side bottom. And they're out. I think we've already seen this one. But we'll see it again. Oh, no. It's an intercept mark this time. So this is Riley O'Brien. So Josh Daicos probably knows there's no point getting here or trying to work the contest here. So he just plays it safe, right? One wood. Gets behind. Senses here's a chance. Riley O'Brien slightly off balance here. Little nudge. Ends up being an uncontested intercept mark. I'd almost classify that as contested for the bodywork on Riley O'Brien. The ruckman. And he'll look for a switch. And you'll get that. You guys can see it. Cool. All right, let's see here. This is from the Fremantle game, as you can see. Where are you, JD? Is that JD there, perhaps? Goal side. Just defensive awareness to get behind that, to read that it's probably going over. Gather. Bang. Out. to Jeremy Howe. Beautiful. Another thing that is really valuable with Josh Daicos in the backline is for these defensive 50 stoppages. He has midfield craft. Could play midfield if you want it, if the opportunity presented, but we'll take this. A little bit of body work, clean gather. Just feed it to the boundary line. Nothing silly. Joshy, where's Joshy? Joshy is not here? No. We will find him in a moment. Good pressure at the contest. And Josh, just a little knock on, or 1%er there. More ground ball work. We're probably going to see some sort of gather here around the 50-meter arc. Let's have a look. All right, it's in dispute. Atkins wins the hard ball. Well done. Josh Daicos reads it. Takes meterage, feeds it out to Lipinski. A really good ball user, and a 1-2 as well. Another clearance. Geelong had a bit of an ascendancy in the second half with that, I believe. Joshy just beelines that, feeds Chris. Chris was like, what's going on? He was like, did you just get that to me? Yeah, he did. He did. And now on our bike. Little fumble by Sidey. Zorko pumps it forward. Joshy is front and center. Feeds it out. Darcy Moore here, by the way, I don't know if we'll see it. He's gathered this here. If I was Darcy in his situation, he hand passes it out of here. I don't know why he's doing that. Why not absorb the tackle and just create a repeat stoppage here? Anyways, that's for another day. Josh strong, feeds it out again, and gets it to Jack Crisp. Well done. Clearance from the stoppage of Brisbane, and then once again, Josh is just going to feed it out. Just gets it out. So smart, so quick with his decision-making. Unfaltered. Good contest with Billy and McLean. Oh, little shrug off, and guess what? I'll get the handball out. Not the best handball, but another really good contested duel there. You don't really see Daicos, Josh, come into the stoppages, is what I've noticed in the midfield. He really does hold his positioning, whereas a lot of teams and some players, maybe for Collingwood, like, for example, you got, as a forward, Jamie Elliott pushing into the stoppage, but you don't really see the +1 from the halfback flankers for Collingwood playing the sweeper role so much. At least I'm led to believe. You got Brazzy there, but I think he worked his way into it. Good contest. This is just Joshy wanting it more, really. Hewitt doesn't try pick it up. It's there to be won. Josh puts his head in the hole and he gets rewarded, duly rewarded. Nice little 1%er by Ned Long there as well. Very nice. All right, boundary stoppage. So this defeats my argument just then, but we do see Daicos push. No, not really, because Josh Daicos is pushing into this stoppage because Riley Sanders, as the high half forward, is coming into this stoppage. Just beats Sanders off the mark, feeds it to Pendlebury. Unbelievable. And he gets up. Look at that. So smart. So efficient. All right, Josh. Wins the 1-on-1 contest. Gets his player to the ground. Feeds it forward. McStay breaks through this nicely, and they're out. Joshy, go for it, son. All you. Feeds Society. Well done. All right, Joshy working front and center ahead of his forward, whoever that is. And they're out again. Breaking lines with his hand pass. How many times have you seen that? Really fumbly ball going forward. Josh reads it and feeds Sidey just in a click of a finger. Flick of a finger? What is it? Click of a finger? Whatever. Joshy feeds it, and they're out. Where are you, Josh? Joshy here, coming from a way back. Makes a decision to go. Sees Chris isn't going to quite get there. Delay. Looks inside. Breaking lines with his hand pass. That is a real weapon. Real serious weapon. They get it forward. This might be the last play here. What do we see? Let's have a look. Where are you, Josh? Where are you doing your work? Are you over here? You over here or over here? That's Nick. I think he's here getting some body work in. No, he's not. Just gets it out, picks it up, gets tackled by the ruckman, gets to Sadie. How often do you see that connection in this video? And yeah, that is the video. I hope you guys took something out of that. What I took out, like I said, is his decision making, his intellect, willingness to break or ability to break lines, not with just his foot, but with his hand passes, and just how clean he is at ground level. My goodness. And his burst and run and carry and looking for the fat side pass, coming out of congestion. That's what I love about Josh Daicos. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Go Pies.